Tell you one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to hunt around. I'm going to find me and if I do, well, I'll get you some. I'm going to find me some kind of a deal on tapes, because there's bound to be some companies I can get from somewhere, you know, where somebody's got one of these. Because those doggone, the good ones, well, I guess they're good. They're more expensive. You know, those ones in the black. What do they call it?
Scotch.
They've gone up now. There's like $3 a set.
You know, the only bad tape I've ever had that this went completely bad was a Scotch.
I bought some black ones. I don't know what the name of them is. They were out here. They were little cellophane wrappers out at Cape. No, what's Venture?
Venture.
And they were 3 for like $2 or something like that. Oh my gosh, I got as good out of them as I have any of these high-powered ones. Of course, we'll see how these do, but these were 3 for 2 something, I think, or something like that. And I'm beginning to wonder about it. Now, I don't get over 60 minutes because one of the guys told me that if they're 90, that means they're thinner. And he said they'll stretch eventually. Of course, a lot of these I want to take off and put on if I get a good recorder. In fact, if I get one, well, you're welcome to. I need to edit a lot. I've got a lot of tapes that need to be edited and erased, and I can use them over again. You know?
Give me an A down, 5th fret down on a little string.
Lean.
That's A. That's what you tune your fiddler. See, this is Gibson mandolin.
Yeah. Poor Leo, I just want to strum once. I never have even strummed one of those. In fact, after I heard that girl play, I thought, my gosh, I'm going back and get me one of those things. Because she, really, it didn't look to me like the fingering would be too hard. Of course, see, I don't have any trouble with my left hand on this, but if I want to, I'd rather play with my fingers. But I don't have any speed to them, see.
Yeah.
That's what I love to play that way, but I really can't get going too good. I never will because I'm left-handed. But it looked to me like she was.
Ask Margaret what her first name is. She's been up here to see us. She's a cute thing.
Oh, she was pretty, really pretty.
That sounds a G chord.
Somewhere or another, I got in the habit of holding both those bottom strings down in G.
That's all right.
I like it a little better to do that.
I know a fellow does that a lot.
I don't know where I got it from. Somebody saw it in it. Must have.
It's a pure G because you get B and a G and a D together any way you want it. It's
Yeah.
you got.
How's that tune? Like a fiddle or?
I'll tell you what, when I learn a tune off a record, it's a little handier to learn on the mandolin because I don't have to be laying my bow down and setting my needle over it. One thing and another, you almost got to work on manually. Your rejecting thing will throw you down the wrong place.
Yeah.
I've seen people who didn't use a manual on their record player at all for fear they'd do something to it. But if I find out, say I've got 6 tunes on there and the third one's the one I'm going to play, well, I just set it down on that third one. If I miss it a little bit, well, it'll soon catch.
Yeah.
But you can drive yourself crazy waiting for the reject to come, you know.
Yeah.
That's probably a little C.
Wait, I'll sound flat here.
I think that's a little flat.
That's better.
Mandolin's an aggravating thing because you got 8 strings.
Yeah, like these 12-string guitars. Now, I like the sound of them when they're in tune, but they say it's a, you really gotta work on one.
I played for years with a fellow who played awful good guitar, and he had a big market. Paul Strocker. He died just in about 2 minutes one morning.
Eddie Struck. Eddie Struck.
Eddie's his brother. Oh, you
No.
mean a boy? His
This
boy.
Eddie Strachey would have been your son's. He's my brother-in-law's friend. Eddie
Yeah,
Strachey.
he's
Is his
in
father.
business in Lebanon.
Yeah.
Doing business.
Yeah. Well, he married.
That's his.
What's his name?
Married him. Huh? What'd she say?
This is probably my guitar here.
It takes forever to get a mandolin right. Get that A down there again, that 5th one.
Am I right though?
Sound your C chord. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I may have told you a few months ago. Well, Richard Bonham has an insurance company here. His dad has it, and he has one too. And some fella reported an electric guitar stolen, so they settled with him. Well, lo and behold, it turned up. This guy was an honest fella, and he said, "Well, here, the guitar is yours now, because we don't want it back anyway, you know." So it didn't have a name on it. It was a small, had a kind of a peeling plastic, kind of give an ivory effect, but it was plastic. And he said, "There's no name on it." He said, "I don't even know if it's worth it." He said, "The strings are gone, and we don't know how to play it or anything. We've had it around here 3 or 4 years." He said, "If you want it, just take it." So I said, "Why, gosh, Richard, yeah, you know, I'd like to have one just to fool with." But boy, the second I got it, that neck looked awfully familiar. It looked just like this neck, you know. And it's a Gibson, and it's got a Gibson amplifier with it. That's the old tube type amplifier. It's an old one.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking it's one of these Les Paul models, and not a flashy one. But it's got kind of, the neck's thicker than this. That thing I had more fun with that. It just looks perfect. And so I've got an electric I play with at home to myself, you know.
About to get in tune now. Let's see there. Just because.
Yeah.
Now there's a good routine to get back in. Let me show you now. You're all right for a while.
that A in there.
That's that circle
Yeah.
fifth. See,
Okay,
see
go
if you
ahead.
can
Let's
keep-
try it.
Now wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
F. Now C, D, G.
Okay, now, all right. Okay. Let's see. All right, can you start there again? Let's see, I go, wait, when you get that, you go up there. Then I come back to C, don't I? When did I hit this A? That's what I, where we go up to F, you know, I hit that C minor or whatever you call it, just for you.
C7.
C7. Then F to F.
Then hold that F a minute.
Yeah.
Now C. D.
Back to C.
Hold that. C.
Now,
There you
write
got
that
it.
down. Well, I did it once. That's what that's called a circle of fifths.
Yeah.
So in other words, that would be C. Let's see, we'll go to F and to C, then to A. What is that?
Yeah.
A7 or
Yeah, A7's all right, yeah.
and then to
D.
D and then to G and then
And
to
back to
C.
C.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. And that was what was that? Just because?
just because.
Okay. I keep forgetting we got this tape I can listen to later here.
You haven't got it on.
Yeah.
Have you got it on?
Oh yeah, it's going. Yeah. A while ago I didn't have it on. It's
I
gone.
thought that was open and I didn't think it open. Let's see. Here's another that will run a little bit. F.
What is this?
D. Can't talk. F again. A.
Oh.
That's that same thing.
I've got to see where to hit that A. That's what's throwing me. Somewhere when you come back.
F again.
Now wait, okay. I'm missing it in there.
Well-
when did I go to that A? See,
That's what I'm having trouble telling you.
it's just in there for one.
I don't know that I can even tell you now.
Oh well, I'll get it later on. That's,
gets that to perfection every time.
Well, here, you play that again without me playing anything, because then when I get home, I can sit here and maybe I can figure out where it is. Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out where I could slip the A in without being off on the D.
I believe you just have to go through G and back. Well, let's fade out on that. Let me think of something else that's kind of twist. The East Tennessee Blues on this, didn't we?
Yeah.
Put a little Dixie Blossom on here in G. I said G and then C. Well, you just wait till you hear it. C. G. Little different makes your guitar. Well, I thought it'd be good for you to get another slant of the same tune on a different instrument.
It is.
I'm not hurrying. If you want to go, if you
I'm not. No, I'm not hurrying either. I don't want to keep you. Let me see. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
What do you do? You pick both? What would be a?
Well, just straight right down here. Just. Now, if you want to play a tune, now if you want to play a chord, come right down here, like right here.
There?
No, 2 fingers.
Yeah.
One over there.
All right.
One on that and one on this.
Oh, okay.
Now that's a G chord.
No, I mean,
There. And right over on the next 2 would be C.
Oh, yeah.
And 2 frets higher on that same 2 would be D, but you'd have to just hit the 2 middle ones. Now that's G. And move right over to Those two same two up, 2 frets higher, and you'd have 2 frets higher.
Oh.
There's D.
Almost. Yeah, that's all that is.
One reason I like to play a mandolin is because
Yeah, I see that.
you can get on with it.
Yeah. I kept my finger in. Oh, here. Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've been looking. Of course, the thing is, this is the worst time to buy anything because everything's high. All string instruments are high. Have you looked at the junk they got in these places that they're selling for $40? So we used to go buy for what, $8 or $9? I really, and I believe the ones we bought for $8 or $9 are better than.
Oh, yeah.
You know, old Hoover went out to Chicago about, let's see, the boys 1856, maybe 7 or 8 years ago, and they had the enormous snow in Chicago in the north. They froze, just shut everything down for a week. We couldn't even get any shipments out of Chicago for a week. So while I was there, he bought 2 great big boxes. Oh, they were as big as this whole counter here, full of guitars, and brought them down. You have them sitting up front. Just take your pick, and they were $12 or something. I found one in there that had a shorter neck, but well, no, it was probably just a shorter sound box on it too. Had the best sound you ever heard. And my boy was going to supposedly take lessons and learn. Well, they all wanted to learn that rock and roll, at that age. I think he was in junior high, and it just never got anywhere. Now he's starting to get interested in it. But and then what happened though is I loaned it to a relative, and he left it out in the moisture, and it popped loose or something, and I don't know whatever happened to it now, but I never had one that had such a good sound to it. It sounded almost as good as that gets.
Yeah.
Had that holler, good sound to it, and
good resonance.
Yeah. Well, it didn't take much practice to master that. You don't have to use anything. Well, that's true. Boy, there's a difference. Those electrics, you're way down here, and I have a hard time. I can play the thing, but if I try to pick anything with my fingers, it's terrible. I can't do anything at all. They're closer together. Listen, that John down there, that's a J50. That John down there, though, that old, I've heard it called mountain guitar or something. So when he tunes that, he calls it playing with like a steel guitar, which it is.
Oh, yeah.
Now, that's an old style.
Yeah.
And in fact, that's a forerunner of the steel guitar altogether. That's before they ever had those.
Yeah.
Or well, it was kind of a forerunner for dobro. That's what they used to. Dobros weren't even patented until in the teens. I thought they were a real old instrument, but those Dobrea brothers, in fact, one of them still living, and when these things got hot again, he opened up a factory out in California. And of course, Dobros, gosh, have you ever seen the price on some of the old ones? $200 or $300 for just as collector's items.
Oh, yeah.
I thought at one time when I thought, well, I'll just buy me a resonator and make one. Well, you can't buy just a resonator. They've got that sold out, and everybody can do that, But I like to hear a good dobro player. The trouble is that boy that was playing with you at the art museum that time, too loud.
Yeah.
It just about drowned us out.
Yeah, well, he smacked it right up to the mic.
Yeah, and it was way too loud. I've heard some of those guys are really good on those dobros, but it was just loud. Just about.
I used to play what they call a Hawaiian guitar.
Electric?
No, just I had an old guitar, something like this.
Steel,
with a horrible neck.
Yeah.
So I got me a nut put up here, a steel nut, and I played. That's one of the first things I played. I was fairly good with it, but I haven't for years.
Now, if I remember, I tried to make one out of another old guitar I had, and I put a nail for the nut, or whatever you call it there, the neck. I mean, no, what is it?
Nut.
Nut, yeah. But it didn't work.
I play down there.
Yeah.
Let's play that and a little bit,
Okay.
and then we'll
Okay.
quit. It's in C. Now the first part, you don't go to the A. It's just
What is this?
it's called a stone drag.
Okay.
D, G, A,
Oh, yeah. I didn't know where you went.
Now it's A.
Okay.
Make a long A on this. Wait a minute. D. Now, Lonnie, last time I played with Lonnie, he plays fiddle, I play this, somebody else plays guitar. And I play chords, I just, I can A. That's same beat. Being used to somebody for the mandolin, you can do a lot of stuff on them.
Yeah. You know, a program I really used to enjoy was the Stonemans when they were on television.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. And you know that one son, the kind of heavy set one, was kind of the leader thing.
Yeah.
Oh, he could play a good guitar.
Yes, he could.
On,
And then back when Scotty was